Hello everybody, Baskinator here, and today I want to show you my new Firebat hybrid build for new upcoming patch 2.4. This Firebat hybrid build, it's based on the Firebats, and your main damage comes from your pets. So you can decide if you choose the Gargantuan or the giant zombie dog. You got Gargantuan with the short man's finger and the zombie dog with the tall man's finger in cube. So but the base gear. Okay, let's show you. Use the illusionary boots with this build to walk through enemies, to walk through the wall affix from elites. And yeah, that's really cool. You really need this to pull everything together and then burn it down with the Firebats and let your Garg or your dog or everything kill all the shit. So you need to walk through enemies. This is really cool, and those are the best boots you can get for this build. Then you don't need the pox falls, you need any legs. The pox falls are only dealing a little bit damage. You won't really see this damage, but it's a bit damage. Yeah, better than nothing. So then for the pet part, you use Tascancio for more attack speed for your Gargantuan or your dog, and for more attack speed for your fetishes, so that you can faster have your voodoo up again with the SMK. So then for the pets, you also use the Mask of Germ, 100% increased pet damage. Yeah, it's mandatory for a pet build, Mask of Germ and Task of Theo. So then you use for Firebats the new Mantle of Channeling Shoulders. While you're channeling Firebats, you gain 25% increased damage and take 25% reduced damage. This is really cool. Those are the best new shoulders for channeling builds. Those shoulders are for all classes. For Witch Doctor we got the Firebat spell, so yeah, let's use it in this build. Then you use the Aquilocorus. The new Aquilocorus gives you 50% reduced damage while your primary resource is above 95%. You use your Big Bad Voodoo with the Rain Dance rune, where you gain 250% mana per second, so you can channel your bats all the time and have all the time maximum mana. This is the only combination where you can channel your bats all the time. I tried every combinations of mana regeneration passives and everything, but I decided that the voodoo, the mana voodoo, is really the best choice for this build. So yeah, then you use Star Metal Cookie in combination with the Battle Transcendence to summon fetishes with your Firebats, and then reduce your Big Bad Voodoo cooldown to 0, and set another Voodoo so that you can channel your bats all the time and get have all the time maximum resource to get the Equilocorus bonus up and gain the 25% increased damage and 25% reduced damage. And you use the new Coils of the Rust Spider, so that you gain also 30% reduced damage while training your bats, and heal yourself with 80,000 life per hit, up to 80,000 life per hit with the Firebats. That's your only healing in this build, but it's really huge healing. When you got enough monsters standing around you, you heal yourself so much. It's really nice, those bracers. So then the whole build is based on the new Legacy of Nightmare set, the new ring set, which gives you 100% increased damage and lets you take 4% reduced damage for every ancient legendary item you wear. You want your whole gear in ancient legendary, so get 1300% increased damage and 56% reduced damage from this set, only from this set. So yeah, the whole build is based on those two rings. Yeah. Then you also want the Hellfire Amulet for another passive. I got Confidence Withdrawal on this. Yeah. And then Sing of the Deep. Sing of the Deep only in this build, only with the Gargantuan build. For Swampland Attitutement to gain more pickup radius. To gain more toughness from Swampland Attitutement. Yeah. Then if you want to play this build with the Giant Dog, you use Ucapian Serpent to gain 30% reduced damage, because 30% of your damage is redirected to your zombie dog. Yeah. Yeah. So let's come to the legendary gems. Legendary gems you need are the Bane of the Stricken. You really stack up your Bane of the Stricken really fast with the Firebats. That's really nice. Then Bane of Trap for more damage. And then Take It. Take It is really nice in this build because you're stacking up your Take It really fast with the Firebats. Yeah, and Take It gives you damage and survivability because you gain armor, increased armor. The only thing is, yeah, when you got your Take It stacks up and then you move, you always need to cast Firebats all the time while you're moving every 3 seconds to not lose your Take It stacks. Maybe sometimes you lose your Take It stacks when you got a too long loading screen, when you move from one level to another level. Yeah. I hope they will increase the Take It timer to 5 seconds or more soon. This would be really cool, and yeah, with 3 seconds it's only annoying to cast your Firebats every 3 seconds, but you really need this gem because it's survivability and damage. Yeah. All the stats you need on the items, I will post a link in the description, Diablo fans build link, where we'll put all the mandatory stats you need on every item. Yeah. Then let's go to the skills. First, let's go to the cube. In cube you need the Krampus buff braces to not get knockback or stunned while channeling bats, because when you're not channeling bats in this build, you probably will die. Because, yeah, you lose your healing, you lose a lot of toughness from the braces and from the shoulders when you're not channeling bats, and you lose all your healing, so you really need the Krampus buff braces. Or there are so much mobs which got knockback and stun and yeah, all those shit. Then you use the new Firebat stuff, the stuff of Curopetra. This stuff lets you channel your Firebats 100% faster and lets them cost 75% less mana. The high attack speed on Firebats lets you stack up your Take It faster. It's really nice, and also you stack up your Bane of Stricken faster on mobs. This is really cool. So you need the staff. Then, if you decide to go for the Garg, you use the Shortman's Finger, and if you decide to go for the dog, you use the Tallman's Finger. I decided to go for the Gargs because, yeah, your playstyle is different when you go for the Garg and for the dog. When you go for the dog, you really try to focus on high progress mobs, like Hammerlords, Unburieds, Grotesques, and all those stuff, or elite packs. With the dog, you really want to kill every elite pack because your single target damage is really high. And with the 3 Gargantuans, you got really high area damage because when you go for the Gargantuans, you use the Homunguit, the Cold Rune, and the Cold Rune gains the ability to cleave, which hits multiple enemies. So you got really high area damage, but your single target damage is not that good, like with the dog. So decide what you like the most. If you like single target damage, go for the dog. If you like area damage, go for the Garg. So then let's go for the skills. The skills. One really important skill is the Paranado. Use Paranado in every Witch Doctor build because with Paranado you pull your mobs together, and yeah, and it's a CC effect, so you also gain survivability from the Paranado. Then Spirit Walk. It's really cool. Spirit Walk got a new rune, Severance, which increases your movement speed by 100%. I really like this rune. Use Spirit Walk in every Witch Doctor build, and with the Severance rune, you are 100% faster, so you can skip some bad corners or some bad elite packs faster, which is really nice. So in the new patch 2.4, I will always use the Severance rune. I like this rune so much. One of the best things in the patch. Really cool. Then, yeah, you use the Big Bad Voodoo with Rain Dance rune. I already explained this, to channel your bats all the time. Then you use, yeah, you can use Firebats. Yeah, Firebats is the main skill. With the cloud of bats, you deal the most damage. But there is also one combination. You can use the Plague Bats. The Plague Bats is a poison rune. When you use the Plague Bats, you can use, instead of Jungle Fortitude as passive, you can use Bad Medicine. So you gain less damage, but you also deal less damage with the Plague of Bats instead of the Cloud of Bats. Yeah, so you can also decide there what you want. If you want to deal more damage, you use the Cloud of Bats, or if you want to take less damage, use the Plague Bats with Bad Medicine. Yeah. Then use Soul Harvest. Soul Harvest Language Rune to gain more armor, survivability, and also damage because you gain the 50% intelligence from 5 Soul Harvest stacks. Yeah. Then, yeah, use the Gargantuan. I use the Gargantuan with the Short Range Finger, Homo Grid Rune for area damage, and when you go for the dog, use the Burning Dog because the Burning Dog deals the most damage, and you can also you can have fire damage on your braces, and the fire damage buffs then the Firebats and the dog, which is also really good because you're dealing more damage with your Firebats then. And the Burning Dog deals so much single target damage. It's really high single target damage, which is really cool. Then passives. Passives, you use Spirit Vessel, like in every Witch Doctor build. Then I got Confidence Ritual on my Hellfire Amulet. You deal 25% additional damage to enemies within 20 yards. So all enemies which are near your Firebats are dealing more damage. So also, when your Gargs are hitting some mobs around there, you go through the Gargs, because when you're also standing near the Gargs are also dealing more damage because of Confidence Ritual. So also, all the time try to stand next to your pets so that the pets can deal more damage. Yeah. Then you use Swampland Attitudement for more passives, for more resistance. Yeah, I use Swampland Attitudement in combination with Single Deep with the Gargs. Yeah, to also increase the radius of Swampland Attitudement. Yeah, to gain base resistance. Then you use Midnight Feast for 50% increased damage for the dog or the Gargantuan. Yeah, you use this passive in all combinations of this build. And then, with the Gargantuan, you use Jungle Fortitude to take 50% less damage. And when you play with the dog, you use, instead of Jungle Fortitude, a Zombie Handler. Because Zombie Handler gives you 20% more life, and you gain one additional dog, which also increases the power of the giant dog. Yeah, it's not that much. 20% life is not that much toughness, like 50% reduced damage taken. Yeah, but you also gain damage from this passive. So when you go for the dog, use Zombie Handler. Yeah, I think that's the gear and everything, and the gems and the skills. So let's show you some gameplay. Okay, let's do a Great Rift 80 to show you the gameplay for the Garg. If you want to see the gameplay with the dog, I could also make one Great Rift 80 with the dog. You can write in the comments if you want to see gameplay with the dog. Okay. Okay, let's go. Hell Rift. Oh, nice mobs. So always remember to be carefully at the beginning of the rift or when you lose your King stack, because you miss 50% armor then. Very squishy. Without a 50% armor. Always remember to set new rune every 20 seconds. Always refresh your soul harvest stacks. And try to dodge things like arcane beams or electrified. Because, you know, as in every Witcher build, you got no resistance against arcane or lightning. Because of the passive. Yeah, it's a really bad tech. Yeah. Fucked. Normally you should try to hit some mobs to hit against all their shit, but yeah, this is a little bit too much here right now. And one of the Gargs, I got only 2 Gargs left. The Garg is a little bit more squishy than the dog. Yeah, sometimes one of the Gargs dies, but I always see the one Garg dying. And the other 2 are got more toughness than the one. Okay. So now, trying to keep up your take. Yeah, got it, nice. Progress mobs in silent. Let's take the ship island and then put everything together. Kill it. Normally you try to focus on trash of this build. But yeah, when you sometimes got a lead pack and inside the trash mob like here, you can kill it because Garg's already killed half of the pack by killing the trash. But don't fight a single lead pack, that's not really good. Really want the area damage from all the trash. Because the Gargs with are hitting multiple targets, and those multiple targets are blocking area damage from the Gargs, and yeah, that's really nice. So when you got a really great mob pack, you can really kill it very fast. When you play with the dog, you try more to focus on single elite packs. It's really different from the Gargs, because with the dog, you try to position yourself so that the dog can hit the yellow mob or the blues, or can hit like Golgors or Hammerlords or Unbirds. Or you just need to look where your dog is. Play with the dog, but so you get really high single target damage with the dog, and some area damage because the burning dog burns nearby enemies. Yeah, so you got not only single target damage, but a little bit area damage. And yeah, always equip the Oculus ring on your enchanters, and then when the Oculus field comes, stay inside, because it's up to 80% multiple damage increase, which is really nice. This shit. First pull everything together. And then dance right inside. So, and that took, if you got really much mobs around you, you get really high recovery. But remember, those mobs are dying, your recovery goes down. And do not heal yourself as much as before. Always remember, when you kill the mobs, you got lower recovery, you get lower toughness, so the more carefully, the less enemies you got. So try to keep up your Tegek, but I think I will lose. Yeah, I will lose it. That's my Tegek. It's really, really bad. Need to play carefully. Yeah, and I blocked. So damn fast without the Tegek. And I died. Fuck. Like really hard mobs, and without a Tegek's X, it's really hard to survive this shit. And I got no Garg up. Fuck. You can't kill everything. So now I should try to stack up my Tegek's X without dying. Then hope that the Garg gets ready. The Garg is ready. Go Garg. Kill everything. Should not fight a single lead pack. Try to do some trash together and kill this. Yeah, really bad mobs here. Low progress but high damage. Yeah, blue pack. Okay, it's blue pack. So I think I will not get any more progress here in this rift. Yeah, let's try to kill this double pack. Now hurry a bit. Because compared to the dog, you need really long for bots. And not that long. Yeah. And I got power for the boss. Nice. Okay, easy boss fight. And let's kill this trash and maybe the lead pack. Summon the boss. fucked. Fuck. Yeah, really try to not stay inside a electrified pack. Because with the bats you proc electrified really fast and it will kill you. Rift Guardian, goodbye. Oh, let's take the power pad and take the choker. Go Gargs, Tim down. With powder Gargs are very hard. I think I could kill the boss via power. Yeah. Okay. This was the gameplay from the new Firebat Garg build I invented by myself on the PTR here. So I hope you enjoyed it and see you next season. Bye.